Life is short. If you are fortunate, you may live around 80 years. But if we deduct the first 20 years, when you are still lost in your own little bubble, and another 10 years spent figuring out how to survive outside that bubble, then by the time you are 30, you may only have about 50 years left. That might sound like a lot, but in reality it is only 50 more summers. And only 50 more times you will gather to play Monopoly at Christmas. As you grow older, you will also begin to see your parents and family far less often. Perhaps only once or twice a year during the festive season. That means you may see them only another 10 to 20 times in your entire life. And even then, you may find yourself distracted by your phone rather than being fully present. The truth is, we often act as if we are going to live forever. We waste most of our time chasing the wrong things, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, instead of truly living in the present. If time is our most valuable resource, how should we spend it wisely? Imagine yourself on your deathbed, taking your last breath. In that moment, will you really wish you had worked harder to earn titles like senior or chief in your career? It is unlikely. Instead, you will probably think, I wish I had spent more time with my family and friends. But by then it will be too late. The only people who will remember the long hours you worked are your family, not your boss, not your coworkers. In fact, they may not even remember your name. This is why you must learn to prioritize your time and stop wasting it on things that will not matter at the end of your life. Being busy does not always mean being productive. Consider family and relationships. According to data, as children we spend most of our time with our family. As teenagers, we begin spending more time with friends. By adulthood, most of our time is spent with our partner and, if we have them, our children. Around this period, we also devote a significant amount of time to coworkers. But as we reach retirement age, our social circle starts to shrink. Our children may move out, and our partner may no longer be around. Eventually, we may find ourselves spending most of our time alone. If that is not how you want your life to be, then you must start investing in relationships that bring you joy. Because those you love will not be around forever. Chasing money all your life just to buy a slightly bigger house is perhaps the easiest way to waste your existence. But if you use money wisely, it can become the best leverage against time. For example, if a task takes you 10 hours to complete, but someone else can do it in half the time, or simply do it better, then outsourcing it is a good investment. This is true especially if your 10 hours are worth more than the cost of the service, whether measured in money or in peace of mind. Knowing the job is done properly, instead of you taking shortcuts and hoping nothing goes wrong. When you start to view time as a currency, you will also think twice before spending $50,000 on a flashy car. In reality, you are not just paying $50,000, you are giving away 1 to 3 years of your life to afford a shiny logo. Perhaps the old saying, time is money, was never so wrong after all. In the end, your time here is limited. You can either waste it chasing the wrong things, or you can invest it in what makes life meaningful. Remember this. If everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. Choose wisely.